Oh yes, Thorpe Park have some very exciting plans in the pipeline for us enthusiasts and visitors of the Thorpe Park Resort. On the 9th of December, the park held an in-person consultation on a proposed brand new roller coaster to the resort. This was then closely followed by the virtual consultation which took place on the 13th of December. From Friday the 10th of December, a consultation website containing the relevant information from both consultation formats were published. So with all that said, in this video I'm going to talk about the plans and the art that was created for this new coaster, my thoughts on what I'd like to see in the area, when the park expects the roller coaster to be up and running, and so much more. So with all that said, let's get straight into the video. Named Project Exodus, the proposed new roller coaster is planned to be located in the Old Town area of Thorpe Park. The coaster is set to be the tallest in the UK, reaching 236 feet or 72 metres. Oh no, Blackpool Pleasure Beach, you better watch out. So on your screens now are some of the plans released by Thorpe Park, giving us various different views of the coaster. Starting off with the bird's eye view picture, we can see the scale of the ride and the different features surrounding the area. Looking at the coaster, it does seem fairly compact. I mean, look at all that coaster track there. We can also see the queue line for the ride, which does look a little bit Castle Penny. However, these are only the first proposed plans. Alongside that, the Platform 15 exit building looks to be the station for the new proposed roller coaster. Also in the plan, we can also see a splash plaza, which we'll go into detail a little bit later on. Next up, we have these ground level pictures where we can see so much more of the coaster's elements, such as a huge incline up the lift hill and the pretty steep drop. It also looks to me that this coaster could maybe be having up to 3 inversions if these plans do go ahead, which would be absolutely brilliant. Alongside inversions before the final brake run, there's an Airtime Hill, which the train would absolutely fly through. Not only that, in these plans they show that the ride is going to have some sort of splashdown area, maybe meaning that the ride is going to have a splashdown section. Backing this up in the plans, where the splash area is labelled, the coaster has a straight section of track which is needed for a splashdown section. A splashdown part of a ride can either be done by 2 scoops at the rear of the train that project a stream of water high up into the air, or by water jets that are not, I guess, naturally done by the train, but we'll just have to wait and see if all this goes ahead. The plans show that the track and support beams being a silver/black colour, however these are only early plans, so the colour could change throughout the planning process and when the construction periods hopefully get started. Although many trees will be removed to build the new ride, a management plan has commenced that will ensure that any older, more ecologically important flora and fauna will be maintained, and a new tree planting scheme introduced to replace those removed during construction. Moving away from the plans, let's have a look at the benefits of this new coaster for local residents. 173 permanent employment places will be available, 480 visitor-related employment and 1,250 seasonal jobs will be available. Also in this slide we can see some other info, including how the coaster will positively affect local businesses and the area, alongside the operational expenditure and visitor expenditure. In terms of the area where the coaster is planned to be, there are existing children rides such as the Timber Tug Boat. Thorpe Park have said that they're looking into options for these smaller attractions. So what are the next steps? Well, on your screens now is a timeline that Thorpe Park have created on the steps of hopefully constructing and opening this new coaster. Public consultations started on the 9th of December 2021. Public consultations closes on the 7th of January 2022. Review consultations, responses and final design development is January/February 2022. Finalise and submit application to council is spring 2022. Planning decision issued by council is late spring/summer 2022. Construction starts maybe late 2022. New roller coaster opens to public is still to be considered. So that's the timeline of Thorpe Park's new coaster, which I'm thinking will open hopefully sometime in the 2024 season. I'm thinking that 2023 is a little bit too soon, of course, if construction does start in late 2022. Bear in mind, none of these dates or years have been set in stone, and this is just a projection on hopefully when Thorpe Park want to get this coaster up and running. On your screens now is a bit of a background by Thorpe Park stating why they would like to construct this new coaster. The history of Thorpe Park dates back to 1979 when the resort opened. The theme park consists of 30 rides and attractions, including the Swarm, the UK's only wing coaster, and Soar the Ride, with a 100-foot vertical drop and Tidal Wave, one of the UK's wettest water rides. More recently, improvements at the park were informed by the medium-term development plan, which set out a vision for new rides and enhancements. The impact of the COVID-19 pandemic on the business has been significant. Thorpe Park Resort had to close for 96 days in 2020 and 17 days in 2021, and when opened, operated a reduced capacity for extended periods, impacting the number of people Merlin could welcome to the resort. Prior to the pandemic, emphasis was placed on refreshing the theme park experience in the context of increased competition from other leisure attractions. The development history of Thorpe Park has shown that periods of underinvestment often result in difficult trading periods, with visitors choosing other alternative attractions and leisure opportunities. In the wake of the COVID-19 pandemic, it is vital that Thorpe Park Resort continues to revitalise its rides and attractions to sustain interest and maintain admission numbers. So there we go, that's what Thorpe Park are planning to do with this brand new roller coaster. I'm so excited to hopefully see the development of this new coaster, hopefully in 2022. While the layout seems a little bit short, I'm just so happy that Thorpe Park are potentially getting a new coaster in nearly a decade. I haven't covered every specific detail from the proposal and consultation. However, if you do want to find out more, I recommend checking out the official Thorpe Park consultation website, which will be linked down below. So there we go, what do you think of this new coaster? Personally, I'm so excited to see this project go ahead, and if you did enjoy the video, consider subscribing, as I make theme park content every week for you to enjoy. And with all that said and done, thank you for watching Theme Park Enthusiast, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye now.